Buying a used car? Avoid costly problems by checking a car's history. Get a report instantly by entering the reg on carvertical.com. Car Vertical report will pull up things like outstanding finance, previous accident damage, mileage discrepancies, recalls, and more. And rather excitingly, TGTV viewers will get 10% off just by clicking the special link in the pinned comment and in the description. It will automatically take you through and give you 10% off your report. It's super simple. Enter the reg, carvertical.com, and get your report before buying your next used car.
Hello, welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my Lister Stealth, my 666 brake horsepower Lister Stealth. Now, today on the channel, I'm on a very exciting visit up north to collect a Lamborghini, but this is my inaugural drive of this car. This is the first time I've done any proper driving in this car, and I thought what better thing to do than to chuck some cameras in, have a little listen to the car, and also give some real world impressions, what it's like to actually live with and drive this absolute monster. The collection video on this car went down so well. You guys and girls absolutely love this car when I dropped the collection video, so I'm really excited to see what the feedback is after this video and to get some further thoughts on it. So here we go then. So here she is then, my Lister Stealth. This is obviously based on the Jaguar F-Pace SVR as the standard car. I've covered a lot of this stuff in my collection video, but for those, a few of you that haven't already seen that video, because it did quite well, this is based on the F-Pace SVR, which is no slouch and not a car that plays any games at all. That is, of course, featuring the 5-litre supercharged engine that appears in the Range Rover Sport SVR. Yep. Yeah, he's here as well, so unfortunately we're going to hear from him in a second. He's here as well. We've got a full car today, and you'll see there's actually plenty of room. We'll go for a hoon in a little bit. Are you okay?
Yeah, fine. Very comfortable.
Very comfortable. We'll get your feedback very shortly, okay, and we'll get your feedback very shortly as well. We're all on a group visit to Bay Tree Cars today, but so far, so good. It's very comfortable, and as I said before, it's the 5-litre supercharged unit that is put in the Range Rover Sport SVR, but Lister have done their magic with this thing. Lister have actually put in reduced supercharger pulleys, an engine tune, all new carbon fibre front end, back end. The side is different, the arches are different, the suspension is tweaked and dropped slightly. We've got specific Lister Vossen wheels, made specifically for Lister. I do apologise actually, this car was clean. I had Dropless come and clean this car the other day in my car park. Dropless turned up with them, one of their amazing mobile units, and cleaned it, but it's been raining between now and then, so we've got a little bit of dust and whatnot and build up again on the car. But if you don't know about Dropless by now, I'll leave a code on the screen to use to get a massive discount on your first wash with them. Effectively, it's like Uber, but for car washing, and they'll come and sort your car out, they'll come and clean it, but they'll actually also top up your fluids, take out dents, take out scratches, loads of different bits and bobs. I think maybe even MOTs as well. They're very clever guys. But anyway, download the app, use the code on the screen, you'll get a little discount. But you can see the mental carbon diffuser on there. Anyway, let's fire up then, and you can listen to her, and then we'll go for a little hoonaroon. On the wrist today, we've got Tudor black base ceramic. Lovely stuff. Need to do more wrist checks before my videos. Now an allocation piece, apparently, guys and girls. These are allocation only now, kind of wait list pieces. Who knew? Very cool bit of kit. Anyway, now before we fire up, I'm going to do a little magic trick with you. As many of you will know, the key's actually really cool. Got Lister on the key there. Many of you will know that particularly JLR products, and of which this is based, they are very easy to steal, particularly with kind of keyless go. Keys that you don't need to put into the car. You can actually nick these cars relatively easy, particularly if you park very near your house. However, I've just received this very cool piece of kit. I've had one for ages. This is a theft box, and we're going to do a little scientific experiment here. If you have this in your house and you put your key in this box and your car is parked outside, thieves can't bridge the signal from the key to your car, and we will demonstrate that right now. Key is in the box. Ta-da! I'm going to put my foot on the brake. Archie, do the honours.
Not recognised.
Smart key not recognised, but the key is in the car. There we go. So if you want to minimise your car being stolen, which I'm sure you probably do, get yourself a theft block box. I will leave a code on the screen for that as well. These are key bits of kit, not just for JLR products, BMW, you name it. Cars can get nicked if they've got one of those kind of keyless fob things, like this. like i.e. one you do not put into the dash and turn, they can get nicked really, really easily. And it's just a really simple, nice bit of kit there that you can leave your keys in on the hall table, and even if the key is quite close to the door, no one can nick your car. That's actually a really good idea, is it not?
Yeah.
You boys actually use these. I use these as well, particularly when I'm in Cotswolds. If you're up in an apartment, maybe not, but
Range Rovers, anything with those keys, is under a minute they can nick cars.
in under a minute.
20
They just
seconds,
can't bridge
20
the signal. Once it's in there, it's completely safe. It's like a little Faraday cage. So yeah, really, really cool. Right, good. Should we get going then?
Yes.
Let's fire up. For real this time. You see, clever bit of kit that. I'll leave the code on the screen. You must go and get one. Must they go and get one?
Must.
You will only know one way if you should have got one, and it's the wrong way.
Yeah, there are many people that wish they had had one of
It's
this.
actually not even funny. It's bad.
So let's listen to her then. You've got an exhaust button, which is hilarious for an SUV. We'll give her a little tickle, a little slap and a tickle. Not too hard, boy. She is warmed up. You fan of that?
Sounds incredible. Really does. Way
Absolutely
better than
bonkers.
Bonkers.
You like that?
Love it.
Let's go for a drive then, shall we?
Yes, very good.
We're in the Lister.
Lister.
James?
Lister.
Lister. Fine. How are we all finding it? We're middle lane cruising, hogging the middle lane.
I'll get some comments.
Yeah, they always tell me off for it.
It's very comfortable.
It is.
Very comfortable.
It is.
I mean, we've been in it for what? 2.5 hours each way. Currently on the way home. So
Yeah.
I think, it's been. I mean, I'm just as comfortable as I would be in, in any other sort of car. Tom.
Yep. This being based on basically the Range Rover Sport SVR, you've got slightly different suspension to that of the Vogue. It's better to drive, but it hasn't got the big wafty, silly suspension that the Vogue has. Not that you'd really know it on a motorway run like this.
Very
It's
smooth.
really smooth, particularly with those 23s. I thought this was going to be really kind of pared back and a bit harsh,
Crashy.
but road noise isn't that bad at all. Like the engine noise isn't bad at all. I'm not actually really
And I did
shouting.
say to you, when you do aftermarket wheels, it can go either way. Like in terms of, they can have a bad ride.
Well, if you go and chuck aftermarket wheels on a car yourself,
No.
it can go quite badly. I mean, you don't fit them yourself, but like if you just go and sling them on.
I've had no, not with like RS6 and stuff. I'm talking more sort of like cars I've experienced in the past
Yeah.
when I've done it. I've
Yeah.
gone to town. You can.
There's definitely an art to doing it.
Wheel balancing issues,
Yeah.
or lowering it at the same time,
And that's why this thing, Lister have done it all completely from scratch. So they've put the wheels on, they've done the tuning, they've done the suspension, they've done it all at the same time, they've balanced everything, and they've tested it. Like it's gone through testing, they've developed the car, so everything feels as it should do from factory. This feels like an OEM Plus upgrade from JLR. And in fact, Lister should be. I always thought the Lister were. Like you see the Lister F-Types and whatnot, I thought that they were Jags like Brabus.
Yeah.
And I always thought they were, but they're not.
Not affiliated.
They should be. Jag, if you're listening, they absolutely should be. Really, really cool brand, but very happy. Even these bucket seats, it filled me with terror thinking I'm swapping my Vogue for, something with bucket seats, but actually, he loves it. People enjoy this car.
Yeah, they look at it.
It's cool.
They look at it.
That's good news.
Yes, they look at it.
This has got buckets in the back as well. They're individual buckets in the back.
So have you got 4 seats in the back? You got 5?
There's 5 seats, but the two outside seats are bucket type seats, and I'm really, really comfortable. I'm a moaner about comfort as well, but I'm actually really comfortable.
Yeah, I'm very bony as well, and I'm very, very comfortable. And I've got a bad back. If the seats were hell, I'd know about it.
Yeah.
Obviously, this been completely retrimmed by Lister. If you missed my collection video, then I did cover all of that stuff, but everything's bespoke trim and Napa leather in here as well, including the steering wheel. It's just a great place to be. You've got the Meridian Hi-Fi, again, great. You have only got the single screen from, I believe, the Range Rover Sport in here, not the double screen like I've got in my Vogue.
No, that's the same as the old SVR.
Okay,
Same screen,
fine.
so I had the same when I had my one.
There is now available from Lister, you can option the facelift version, which I think's got a double screen here.
Sick.
But knowing JLR stuff on my Vogue, both screens don't always chat to each other completely, so this it's been trusty.
I think it's more reliable, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I'm very, very, very happy in here, and obviously you've got this massive fixed panoramic roof as well, which adds to a sense of light in here. We're strapping lads, there's loads of room, you're miles away back there.
Yeah.
We've got loads of kit in here, loads of kit in the back, and everything's absolutely fine. Fuel economy, 18.4 average.
Like, you didn't reset that on the motorway, so that is your combined since you've had it.
Yeah, and it does do quite a lot of town miles at the moment as well, so I would suspect you're probably looking
21?
at Yeah, low 20s average.
Yeah.
Which in this day and age isn't great, but if you're buying
It's the same as most, same as an RSQ8, same as an SQ8, pretty similar.
And it's 668 brake, 666
So
brake.
it's actually pretty normal for the car that it is.
I don't want to sound obnoxious by saying this. I don't really care.
What? Because you're just
You
having.
don't buy a car like this for fuel economy, so it's
No.
irrelevant
You
consideration.
can't. If you're going to buy like a Range Rover Sport SUV, which
buying
I've
it for
had,
the engine and
I think you're buying it for the engineering experience. But yeah, it's bad on fuel, of course it is. But it's not like.
This doesn't come as a shock. You don't buy it and go, oh my god, it's good, bad at fuel. You need that before you sign up.
It says 5.0 on the logbook.
Yeah.
That's,
You know it's gonna drink.
that's just as bad on fuel as a RS6.
Really?
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, I don't think it's
So
going to
it's
come
pretty
to...
similar for that sort of sport. It's not like not similar, so it's not like horrendous. It's just normal for a sports performance SUV.
Yeah.
Or any car. You can't buy like an RS6 and expect like not to spend money on fuel. Like it's not a diesel. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna get the noise. You're gonna get the comfort,
And you're going to get the fuel bill.
and you're gonna get a fuel bill. But you knew you're in for.
Absolutely. And to be honest with you, day to day around town, most of the time, I use my Polestar. I use my electric car around town. So actually, sometimes when I want to do a long run like this, I'll go on a bit of a hoof with the dogs. I don't really care. It's like a bit of a treat.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered. So obviously, ULEZ compliant. You don't need to worry about that. Cheers, Sadiq. You Wally. Any other business?
That's it.
Just really pleasantly surprised by it. I didn't really know what to expect.
I think it's decent. And you know what? You never see them. It's so cool to have something, particularly even on YouTube. No one's ratting around in one of these. No,
People look at it more than the Range Rover SVR, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, heads are turning like, what's that?
and I'm going to have to speak to the guys at Lister and Lawrence there. And I kind of did mumble something about it when I collected this. There is a facelift available, and you can get a green on tan one of these in a facelift.
Oh no.
Rude.
We know
That's
what's happening.
rude at that point.
Green on tan.
Green on tan. Green on tanner.
No, not in this video.
No.
Leave it.
Leave it out, Archie. You've had that in the last video, you can't have it again.
A little word on like driving dynamics then. Stating the obvious, it's absolutely rapid. It's terrifying. It feels faster than my Lurus. It just absolutely belts because it's supercharged as well. There's no real lag or anything. You can hear a bit of whine. That's all performance testing that isn't right for public roads. And you're not a good passenger.
Not really.
I did have some people mentioning the brakes. When I first got this, people said, oh, I thought the brakes would be different, blah, blah, blah. The brakes are actually really, really good. What was
That's
that?
chaos.
Let's go for it.
GoPro.
That one always does that. No, it doesn't matter, James. Don't worry. You can just point out your nostril whilst we're talking now if you
Want me
want.
to hold it manually?
Can if you want. Is
Okay,
that fun?
hold it there. Don't know where it's angled at. I can see where the old suction cup was. We'll hope for the best. May not be the most sturdy, but we'll try that. 10-4. Keep going. Keep talking.
Very fresh the camera setup.
Mate, it always falls off that one.
Yeah, you just need to burn the suction cup. I think it's an Amazon special, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. The brakes are really good. I've not experienced any issues with them whatsoever. I've had one fairly hairy stop I've had to do with someone being a pillock on the motorway. It's all been very good. So no qualms there at all. Any potential grievances you may have had about the brakes, I don't know whether or not they've changed them to the facelift one.
We can track it and find out. I'll track it and then
There'll be no tracking of this car. This
Why?
is literally, this is basically just to replace my Range Rover.
But we can track it. We can if you like. We'll do a track day, innit?
Mate, I am not tracking this car.
Why?
You don't even like track days.
I do. Why do you not want to track it?
Why would you track an SUV, Archie?
I've got
We've tracked an X5M before. Why don't you do it on track day? We'll do it.
I've got GT3 RS. Why would I take an SUV? You're right.
Honestly, it'd be fun. We'll have a fun day out.
It would. So you've got a dynamic mode on here in the driving modes, and you've also got a little helmet button on here. Yes, helmet, very amusing. It's got a G-force meter. It's got a stopwatch. There's various track-related tools. Don't think you've got
So
full
why are we not
telemetry.
taking it on track?
Because, Archie, I don't like track days anyway, and I'm
Okay.
not doing it in a 2-ton SUV.
We'll go slow. We'll build it up.
What's the point of that?
We'll build it up. Because then you'll see the true way
Archie,
the car handles.
I know full well, this is just for the cameras, you
No.
do not want to get in this car round a track with me.
Yeah, you'd rather.
I don't.
There's no roll cage,
You'd
and
rather
it's
do-
high-sided.
I don't want to.
And you see me track drive.
It's just
Am I
wasted
good?
time.
No, you're terrible.
Okay, so why are you asking to go around a track? Because I will go far too fast, far too quickly.
Just because I want to feel the dynamics of the motor, the car, and the way that and it goes in.
Smiles per miles.
And the proportions of miles. My passion for fuel.
Okay, good. What are you doing? Exhaust button. It's good though. Mate,
It is really
absolutely hoons. So your drive modes are actually here. I'm going to put it in eco actually. I'm not 100% sure what eco does, other than just a little less
Just
throttle response.
saves fuel.
I think we gathered that, mate.
Saves fuel.
Yeah, we gathered eco might save fuel actually.
But yeah, no.
Eco short for economical, Archie.
Miles per gallon's gone up from 18.4 to 18.5.
Brilliant. Huge
Average.
movement.
Just letting you know.
Perfect.
Saved
Look
you a
at that.
fortune.
Anything else you want me to help you with?
No, that's it, mate. You've been fantastic. This has been a really, really good review. But once again on the channel, I thought, you know what? You can have 1,000,001 driving videos, but actually, most people that buy these sorts of things are going to be doing journeys like this in, and you don't hear about the kind of how it is to use on a daily basis from many
You
review
need to
channels.
know. Okay, so earlier today you fueled it up,
Yep,
right? You put £100 in.
yep.
Have you filled it up since then? And
No,
we've done
I
2.5 hours each way.
I didn't fill it, to be fair. I got to 100 quid and thought enough's enough.
Yeah.
This is a joke.
So that's not that bad.
Petrol's just gone up 20p a litre.
Petrol's gone up.
It's just gone up. So you can't have a go.
No, I'm not saying. I think it's a very good car. I like it.
It's good, and a price for one of these, because this is the pre-facelift version. This car with 8,000 miles on the clock was circa 100k. So what could you get for 100k in this day and age? You could easily get an RS6 because they've dumped in cash.
No.
I mean, it's SVR money, but with a lot more brake horsepower, a lot more added features.
And some exclusivity.
Yeah.
So how much is the facelift?
Spec'd from Lister, like out of the box, if you just said, I want a brand new F-Pace, Lister 666 Stealth, 140?
Same as a brand new SVR spec,
Yeah, it is.
but with a load more added on.
I don't know what the wait list is like. I think they might have some in build at the moment. I don't know the ins and outs. But yeah, quite interesting. And also driving one of these, it doesn't look like you want to run around 5 Parliament to buy with a fake Goyard bag on.
Yeah.
There's a slightly different vibe.
It's a different image, yeah.
That's going to upset some people.
It's a very nice car. Genuinely, I like all the stitching in the side. I think it's all very nice.
I'm going to pick up some pace here
Yeah.
in eco.
I mean, that is a shock.
It is
So
quick.
So quick.
That's in eco.
And
Because the
noise-
throttle's basically turned off.
noise is unbelievable. That's when
Very
the
good.
goes up on a motorway.
You still holding the camera? Oh, you stuck it back up. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing to see if the angle's correct, but it's the best angle.
Hey guys, on this channel, to be honest with you, you want that, go watch Car Fiction. Right, good. Any other business?
No, I think we're done now.
I think it's a good quality
Cool.
review as usual.
Much Is is on the channel. Go watch that. I've just collected it.
I'm just going to go. Well, I'm buying something.
You're buying a supercar. You've just been to Baytree.
Yes.
And you might have revealed that in the
go
channel.
there, we end up with upper
I am buying something. We're just sorting out at the moment.
The funniest thing is-
No, I've not finished.
No one wants to hear it.
I've not finished.
It's clickbait. Even when you speak, it's clickbait.
You're worse than me.
I
drove
am
to work.
really bad.
I drove to work and this happened. What happened?
400,000 views. That's what happens.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's
$3
true.
grand in AdSense. Questions?
Got him. You got him.
I mean, you got me there.
Now,
to be fair.
because you hadn't finished, but now you need to.
Now I need to finish.
Yes. Kitchen floor.
Yes, kitchen floor, but also buying a supercar.
Yep.
Because you told me to.
You have to, mate. I can't.
Because I basically, I don't know if your audience care, but I got lots of dailies, so RS6, RS3, but then
Your channel was Archie Hamilton Daily.
But then you were like, well, you need a supercar,
Yeah.
so I've had to sort it out.
You had to. Really
Because otherwise people think you're struggling, and you can easily afford a supercar. You're
Yeah.
just being stingy, and it was annoying me.
Yeah, I was.
Stinginess annoys me.
Yes,
Yeah,
I've
Turned the corner.
turned a corner and I'm
You
getting a
just-
supercar.
New haircut as well, Archie.
Yeah, my hair's absolutely brilliant. How good's my haircut?
Yeah, it's outrageous. Honestly, it's brilliant. Yeah. Yeah. You happy with it?
Yeah, pretty happy.
You haven't stopped talking about it. You're very happy.
Better than your haircut.
Honestly, Archie, I was being polite. Your haircut's awful.
Actually, quite funny.
What you went in for and asked for?
Anyway,
Haircut.
me and Tom off to the gym now, aren't we, Tom?
Yeah, and then spa afterwards.
Okay.
It's been a long day. Been a long day collecting my Lambo and you deciding what supercar to get.
No, I think we've been productive, but genuinely, honest opinion of this drive and everything else in this car, I've been very comfortable and enjoyed it very much.
Faultless.
I'm happy as Larry in here.
Yeah.
Driving possession is really good as well, because when you come from a Range Rover, you just assume that everything else is not equipped to waft as well as a Range Rover is. But I'm really happy, particularly like the racy version.
We're wafting, we're higher, we're chilling, we've got everything. And
It's all going on in here. Meridian, lovely.
Yeah.
It's good news, Archie. It's good
Very
news.
good news. Anyway.
That's that then. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you go and check out the Murcielago video. That is now live on the channel. And anything that I've mentioned, any of the brands, any of the deals, the links will be below. Yeah, and go and say hello on Instagram as well, because my Instagram's dead. See you later.